You ever feel like the childlike wonder of opening packs full of random cards and sticking your favorites into a deck has been sucked out of the game? Decks today are all about optimizing hand trap ratios and playing the most optimal strategies possible, but where's the fun in that? In this series, we're trying to get to the highest rank in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, Master 1, by only opening Master Packs after every single win. But since we have already reached Diamond, we have entered Master Mode. Now we take 2 Master Packs after every single win. Credit to Cimo and Hausman for inventing. Playing Master Duel Masochist makes me feel like I'm playing a totally new game. But do you know what else can make you feel like you're playing a totally new game?
Are you ready to take your Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel play experience to a new level? The Untapped GG Companion is here for you. Use the deck tracker to know exactly what cards you have in your deck, and to go over any cards you aren't familiar with yet by hovering over them. It instantly updates when you draw a card, and automatically hides if you check your extra deck or graveyard. This is the perfect tool to help you master a new deck. The Untapped GG Companion also lets you import decks directly into the game in seconds. Copy any YDK or YDKE deck string, create a new deck in-game, click the Start Auto Import button, and let us take the wheel. Once the duel is over, check your win rate on your personal stats page. Brag among your friends and share your decks so they can import them into the game too. Start your path to master today by downloading the Untapped GG Companion at ygom.untapped.gg.
Alright, good afternoon, fellas. We are back in Platinum 5. This is the easiest rank in the game. Fingers crossed. I don't jinx myself. This is the deck that we're playing. The deck's actually been performing fairly well. There's a few things we're gonna... I don't know if there's really any changes to even make. I think overall it's been performing quite well. Can maybe take out Armored Sage. Maybe will. I'll take out an Armored Sage because we usually don't need the second one. It's usually a utility, like one of, that we need here and there. But maybe I'll take that out. And that's about it. Like, this deck's been performing very, very well. Also, let me click on change decks real quick. I think I'll pretty much leave it. We've been, like I said, playing pretty well. Also, we have our, and I definitely need to kind of re-inspect this deck. Where's our Hogwarts deck? There it is. We really got to re-inspect this deck, because this deck has definitely gotten better. Like, a lot better over the last couple of months, because we have pulled stuff that has mattered, like Rochka. We have Rochka, we have Fairy Tale Snow, we have Damage Juggler, we have Trick Clown. Like, we have stuff that definitely actually has mattered, that definitely has an impact. I don't know if we have really a way to put this into the graveyard, but like, we actually, maybe if we can synergize this right. We also have like all of these, and we have them in multiples now, which we didn't before. We might even have Gigabyte. Like, we have a lot of cards that actually are better. We have a lot of Magistus stuff now, and we have the new Magistus monster. So we really have to kind of like re-look at this deck. We have stuff like Trimagist. Like, we have a lot of really good cards for this deck. I don't know if this is better than the deck that we're currently playing, the Diamond 2 deck. I don't even know if it's really better than Worm Pure. I still don't even know which deck is our best deck, technically speaking. It could be in this format. Like, if I get pissed off enough in this, maybe in this episode because we're in Platinum 5, but if I get pissed off at some point during this process, I'm definitely just switching to this because like this deck is so good right now, and it's good against all 3 of the big decks. It's good against Malice, it's good against Ryziel, it's good against Mitsurugi. Like, it's good against all 3. Like, you summon Fire Barrier Statue, attach Moon Mirror Shield, pass. Like, if they don't have the out, they don't win. Like, it's one of those situations, like, if they do not draw the out, they lose. And we have a lot of good things like Jelly Cannon now, and we have the Die Dance, which we never, the Where Did Die Go? Like, we have that card we never had before. So we have some insane cards now that we didn't before that could definitely cook our opponents. Banisher is, maybe I'll see, this is like a card that's meta relevant, like meta dependent. Like, maybe, like, it's good against Mitsurugi. This card's not really all that great against Malice, obviously. It's also not really that great against Ryziel, because they can kind of play around it, because Exceed material would still go to graveyard. It would still get banished under Banisher of Radiance, because this is any card sent to graveyard, and not any monster. But still, they can like easily out a card like this. It would probably be better to play something else. But honestly, anyway, this deck is probably also like one of the better decks that we've gotten. Like I said, if I get angry enough, I'll probably jump on it. Alright, we just won the coin flip. The hand's okay. We drew Crowley. It's funny, we actually draw... Crowley's not like a real brick, where it's like, oh no, we drew a Crowley, we can't play. But obviously, you're not supposed to draw him, you're supposed to search him. But we draw him a lot. Like, it's not the end of the world that we drew him, but like I've noticed that we just draw him way more than we should. Like, we draw him more than we search him. It's kind of crazy, but the hand's pretty good. We have the boxers. Boxers are better going first than going second, because then we don't lose a battle phase. But yeah, we'll just go our usual route with the photon. Photon's usually just better. Yeah, well, now that we don't have Baguska, we just kind of have to go photon. But honestly, photon, funny enough, we were pretty much always going photon anyway. It's very rare that I went Baguska, because Baguska, like, if you play against Malice, it's just dead. So like, it's one of those cards that's it's not, you don't always blind first Baguska, because a lot of times Baguska going first is actually kind of bad. If they're playing a Link deck, you basically lose. They got a 14 card extra deck. What is this? 42 card main deck. Who knows what they're playing. Our follow-up is non-existent. These are two monsters that don't really work, but we have Crackdown and Ghost Ogre, and we're going to have a Monster Negate soon. I also cut all of the Galaxy cards, because we did brick on them a lot, honestly, and I think the deck is pretty much running more smoothly, because we have more starters this way. The problem with having that extra Galaxy stuff is, like, it's great for follow-up, but it sucks when you open it. It just, like, is so annoying. And on top of that, like, the Photon Thrasher is a terrible, like, follow-up. It really was only good, like, going first. Like, if you went first with nothing on the board, you summoned it. But if you have, like, that and a Tenyi, you can't operate them together. Like, there's a lot of stuff that didn't work together well. They're playing Super Heavy Samurai. Honestly, I think it'd be pretty smart just to steal this. Like, literally on normal summon, it'd be smart to steal this. Because if they steal it, they can't attach this thing to it. They can't make the Link 1. Like, there's so much they can do if I just steal it. I honestly think the play is here just to steal it. I think stealing this card is actually, it just, like, delays them so much. Because now, now they really have to rely on, like, other things in their hand. They have to have, like, the scales and stuff like that. Otherwise, they can't do anything. Like, that is just, yeah, stealing that is, yeah. And this might be a bot. Like, I don't even know what's going on. But I actually think this is quite a smart play to make, just to steal this. It could be a bot, could not be a bot. I don't know. We are in Platinum 5. They entered battle phase with nothing on board, so it could be a bot, but who knows. I'm not going to solve that mystery right now. There is no point to use that, but this has more attack. Yeah, so we go with this guy because he has slightly more attack. Can't fuse into anything right now. We could go into this. No point. Change this to attack, enter battle. Attack with these guys. Obviously, we just leave the Super Heavy Samurai on field. We also could have made like a Link 2, but we don't have anything like crazy like Hida. I mean, we do have Hida, but we have nothing like insane. Like the Dark Charmer or something like that. We have Hida, but like Hida's another one that's a kind of a weird one because our deck isn't really like fire based. It's got some fire monsters, but it's not consistently fire based. So Hida is not really that great for us. Also, we don't really have the payoff for Hida. We don't really have the payoff for Hida. Because it's not like we can get into like an ACCESORIES talk or anything crazy like that. We have Hida, but like, what am I gonna do once I steal their monster out of their graveyard? Like, what happens next? I just don't really have like a payoff for it. They're gonna say, yeah, this guy's playing. This guy's a bot. He's gonna summon whatever the hell this is. Curious what this does. You cannot activate the effect. Special summon monsters the same. Main once per turn. During your main phase, you can give control of this card to your opponent. Then the activating player can make this card become any attribute. I guess I'll take myself whatever the hell this is, so he can give me this and it becomes an attribute. I don't know in what world this is helpful or does anything. I don't know. Seems like it gives me a lot of utility. It's a Link. It's a tuner. That's a light. That's a fiend. It's full Fiendsmith combo. I don't know who the hell this chick is, but she's full Fiendsmith combo. But he's giving that to me. So I can get full Fiendsmith combo potentially. But it's until the end phase. And my opponent runs out of time, scoops. I really don't know what happened here. They surrendered, so I guess it wasn't a bot. Because usually bots don't surrender. Cool, I'll take a free win. Some legacy tickets. Cool. Alright, let's open up a master pack and see what we get. We're still in 1 master pack territory. We're not in 2 master pack territory. Also, the dice event would be really cool to play in Masochist, but I don't think that we can because it gives you way too many URs from the legacy tickets, which would be kind of unfair, honestly. It would actually be really unfair. On my main account, I got like Majesty's Fiend and Stealth Crack, like stuff that's just way too good, too easily. Particle Fusion, Tyrant, Dino Thing, Evolite, Harpy Lady, Watt Cobra, and White Aura Dolphin's a good pull. It's actually a good pull. Once per turn, target one face of monster opponent controls. Its attack becomes half. This is a generic level 6. This card is destroyed by an opponent's card effects into the grave. Banish 1 water monster. Special summon this card as a tuner. Yeah, this card's good. It's a generic level 6 that targets an opponent's monster, cuts it in half. Decent card. Somebody made me a deck list before with this card in it, and we didn't have this card yet, but now we do. 2 supers. I can't believe we pulled that twice. Thunderclap Monk. I can't believe we pulled this twice. When your opponent activates a monster effect, while you control a special summon monster, it has to be special summoned. You contribute this card, negate the activation. Would be fantastic if it wasn't special summoned. Didn't have to be special summoned. And it wouldn't have been broken. It'd be just a quick effect, stopping a monster effect on normal summon. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 thunder monster from your hand in defense position. If this card is sent from your field to the graveyard. So the idea, I think, here with Thunderclap Monk is you're supposed to use maybe like Thunder King Ryo, and then use Ties of the Brethren, and then special summon this guy, and then you have Thunder King Ryo and this guy and maybe some other level 4 that is also a Thunder, and then it becomes a pretty good card because your opponent activates a monster effect, you tribute, quick effect, negate the activation, destroy it, and this card gets sent from field to graveyard, special summon another Thunder monster, which is pretty good. So it'd be pretty cool if we had Ties of the Brethren. And then we've got Black Winged Dragon, which is the boss monster, the old boss monster, the original boss monster of Black Wings. They've been shoehorning this guy into the deck, so a lot of the new cards basically require you to play a Black Winged Dragon. He's kind of, in a certain sense, sort of a vanilla for the deck, but he's from the extra deck. Like, he's just one of those things you kind of have to play, but you really don't want to. Okay, we just lost a coin flip against Mike. We have a pretty crazy hand. If we had gone first, this would pretty much be... I mean, unless they had Harpy's Feather, so it'd be pretty much a guaranteed win if we had gone first, because that is actually pretty insane. We have Endymion, which is full rank 4, with 4 follow-up cards, with Goes In and 3 Fiendish Chains. That's actually a crazy hand. And then I don't know what he's playing. He's going to end on 1 card. No extra deck, too. So could be True Dracos. Could be Monarchs. We draw the Ghost Ogre. The Iowas play is pointless. Iowas came in clutch last what were we talking about? The last episode. Iowas was insane last episode. We'll go Endymion. Target itself. Obviously, try to get to Fusion Man. Whoa there, don't want to click that. Definitely attach this, activate it. I don't know what my opponent could possibly have. I have no idea what they possibly have down low. Okay, we're not dealing with this. Okay, let's see. We're going to add the Crowley. Cool. Activate Crowley ASAP. Alright, cool. Summon a Crowley out. Yep. No, we don't want to activate Crowley Diffuse. I keep actually forgetting. We have to change the deck. After this, I'm going to change the deck slightly. But I actually do keep forgetting to change something. I do have to add more targets for Crowley to make him a little more versatile in a second. Not in a second, but eventually. We're going to have to add some targets. I'm probably going to take something out. Maybe Suship, I don't know. Another one of these isn't bad. Do we risk that? Do we do this? Do we do that? My opponent, honestly, 3 Fiendish Chains isn't totally necessary, so I'll just put that back. I think it's better to go now through... I don't know what I really have no clue what my opponent's playing. I want to say they're playing some kind of a back row deck. I want to say Time Thief is probably going to be super useful. And I kind of already have negates handled with these guys. I think it might be True Draco. It might be... But then again, this guy's pretty good against True Draco. Photon Galaxy's pretty good against True Draco because that'll turn into... I also... Oh yeah, actually, no, I'm not going to attack. I'm going to attack first. Photon Galaxy is pretty damn good against True Draco. Because he can be destroyed by card effect as long as he has the right material. So that is actually pretty sick. Also, I do have to kind of like touch the extra deck. I have to change things up in my extra deck a little bit. As long as my deck remains the way it is. So I'll do some extra damage right now. No reason not to. Hopefully this isn't evenly matched. It's not. And now we hit him with the Photon Galaxy. Yeah, hit him with this. Sure, and then now we try to search. This could be an imperm, of course. If it is, it is. Yeah, it is what it is. No big deal. The Ring of Destruction. Maybe we should have used Time Thief. You live, you learn, right? Nothing we can do about that now. We both get burned. I'm fine with that. He's even lower on life points now. Time Thief would have been the right decision there. We'll just set... Do we set 3? Do we bother setting 3? I think we set the 3. Alright, well, we'll go to end phase now. I don't even know if they're going to... They're probably playing burn. But I'm going to set the 3 just in case he's not playing burn. Just in case he actually is still playing True Dracos. Okay, Blaze Accelerator. Okay, so he is not playing burn. Well, he is kind of playing burn, but not really. I cannot believe that he just isn't playing an extra deck. I actually can't believe that. This has to be a very bad volcanic list. Wow, that's a great draw. This has to be an absolutely atrocious volcanic list. And that pretty much, as long as he doesn't have a way to stop this, is game on board. We're going to activate Zorora. Target itself. No need to do anything. Target, I don't know, Ayahuasca. It really doesn't matter who we target. Activate the effect. Summon from graveyard. Summon. This would have been a Purgatrio, actually. Summon Endymion from graveyard. Sure. Special. Summon Dragite. This will stop any spell trap card foolishness. Because now we do have a water in graveyard. Summon this out. Get a cool art going and just go to battle phase, honestly. I don't think I have to do anything crazy. It's 2,900, 3,000 attack. No need to really do more than I need to. Hit him with one of those and that's game. Yeah, solid, easy, realistic, just good win. Just a good win. I have to check this deck out because I do know quite a bit about Volcanics, and that was a very, very poor build. Okay, this is what my opponent was playing. There is one Emperor. There's no extra deck. You have to play an extra deck with this deck. The only reason you wouldn't play an extra deck is if you're playing cards that benefit you not playing an extra deck. It's the only reason you wouldn't. And this is one of those decks where it's like, and I see this every once in a while on Master Duel, especially in like Platinum 5 and stuff, where this deck is like a mix of new and old. This guy is simultaneously playing Triple Tactics Talents, Ash Blossom, and Lightning Storm in a deck that is also playing Volcanic Slicer. Like, for like why? And like Volcanic Blaster. Like, why? You know, like you have these like brand new, like really strong cards, Call by the Grave, Triple Tactics, like phenomenal cards, and then you also have like Lightning Storm. I mean, like Mirror Force, and then no extra deck for no reason, because it's not like you benefit from not having an extra deck. You might as well just throw like Hitas and stuff, like generic stuff. But yeah, it's a little bit of new, a little bit of old, but all bad. All right, let's open up a master pack and hopefully get something cool. We'll see what we can get here. It's glowing again. I mean, it's 2 in a row glowing. Last time we did get 2 hollows, but I mean, they weren't fantastic. This is an Ice Barrier. No need for that. Super Quantum. We got a hollow. 100 Dragon. It's our second copy. This card's not good. We've got a Volazar, Dark Lord, Serato, a Mecha Phantom Beast. At least we got new stuff. None of this is usable, but it's new. Okay, let's open up some Legacy tickets and hopefully get something good out of here. Neither of them are glowing, unfortunately. But that doesn't mean anything because we've pulled crazy stuff out of non-glowing packs and then crappy cards out of glowing packs, so it really doesn't matter. We've got Different Dimension Capsule and Lighten the Load. Different Dimension Capsule isn't really like the worst card in the world, honestly. We've got Parrot Dragon and Dragon Treasure, neither of which are really useful for us. Alright, we won the coin flip. The hands Got 4 normal summons and a goes and mash. Mad Water going on in the hand. Let's see. Buzzsaw or Magistus. Is one objectively better? Yeah, actually, Magistus is objectively better. Because again, I forgot to switch my extra deck. Maxi. Oof. Well, that's fine, though. We hit him with this. Alright, we hit him with this. Activate effect. We attach Artemis. Artemis to add Zorora. Okay, cool. Then we activate. Is he going to Droll us too? Is he going to Droll us? Maxi plus Droll, 2 of the most broken hand traps ever. No, he's not going to. We're going to activate, pop our card here. Draw a card. That is not what we want to draw at all. We actually want to keep that in the deck at all costs. Okay, and then we just set a card and pass, and we end on a Endymion here. Oof, not the best. Now that kind of sucks because we... Yeah, it's fine. That kind of sucks for us, but we'll see what we can do here. We'll see what we can do. This is not the greatest hand ever. Now he's going to set a bunch of stuff, maybe. Okay, yeah. Okay, he's going to set a bunch of stuff. Yep, end phase, whatever. We're going to draw a card, Lost Wind. Okay. I think we make a Zorora based on what our opponent has here. I think we start with this. We target a card in their back row. We start baiting things out. Because then if they waste something... Okay, that's... Okay, so they're playing a burn deck. There's a lot of burn decks in Platinum 5. Because Platinum 5 is full of nonsense. Okay, that's fine. So then we hit him with this card here. We activate this. Target itself. Target this. Pop both. We'll see what it is. Ring of Destruction. This is exactly what I wanted because I have Zorora in hand. I really don't know what our this face down card is. I'm a little bit worried about it, but it is what it is if it's something crazy. Yep, and we both get burned. Yep, we both get burned. Cool, whatever. Now, extra deck wise, is there something crazy that I can make here that would matter? I can out his monster. I don't think that there is anything that I can make that can out his monster. I mean, I can wonky quartet, but let's be realistic. What's the point? I think we just make the play with Zorora. Then we summon Zorora, activate effect, attach Iowas. Yeah, attach Iowas. That gets attached. Activate effect to grab the Endymion from graveyard. And then we make ourselves a Adamancipator Risen. And we attack over whatever the hell this is. I don't know what it is. It's a noob playing, so it could be just about anything. Or not a noob, it's a burn player playing, so it could be just about anything, so I'll just attack. We'll live with the results here. Destruction Ant, this takes, yeah, we both take damage, but now we have a spell Trap Negate on the field, which is important, so take a bunch of damage, we have a spell Trap Negate, and we have Lost Wind. On field, and we just hit the end phase, and this is not too bad. Spell Trap Negate against this kind of thing, it's pretty good. The only next best, I mean, the next best thing after this, Spell Trap Negate is probably as good as it gets, because now we can negate any spell that he activates, like Pot of Duality. I think this is a pretty smart negate. We'll negate Pot of Duality. That'll send Pot of Duality to the graveyard. We also could have let the Pot of Duality resolved and then negated whatever he drew off the pot, or take whatever he took off Pot of Duality, but I didn't want him to get a crazy monster off the Pot of Duality and then I'd lose. I think from here, the next best thing is there something to banish out of either of our graveyards, a dark or a light. There appears to be. So, I think we summon out the Buzzsaw Shark. I just realized our brick's in hand, so we can't do anything about that. Artemis, banish that. But we can still summon the Baldrake. I think we just enter the battle phase now with these guys. We'll attack this. How much does this ant have? But it's not too much. Droll. He did have a Droll. I mean, that's from a previous game I'm thinking about. You know, if he takes some extra damage and he scoops, yeah, because there's nothing left for him to do. He actually burned himself. Burned himself to death, honestly. I think, is that the rank up game for us? I think it is. Yep, now we're in Platinum 4. Above here, from now on, we get to take 2 booster packs, 2 master packs instead of 1. We got a bunch of legacy tickets. The decks in Platinum are always interesting, and this is, yeah, this honestly, those attacks that I was making really could have gone bad. He only had 1 Droll. He had 3 Marshmallows, which would have been bad. 3 Self-Destruct Dance, which is whatever. Mimicking Man-Eater Bug, which would have been really bad. But yeah, his monsters were... So many things could have went bad for us. What is this? Each time your opponent special summons a monster, send the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck to the grave. Ah, okay. So he has stuff like this, and then every time we special summon, we burn ourselves for 900. Okay, that's interesting. Alright, Master Pack. 1 Master Pack. This is the last time we're taking 1 Master Pack. But from here on in, 2 Master Packs, which is exciting. 2 Master Packs. Also, I have to remember to change the deck up a little bit. Ally of Justice. If a light monster in the field, destroy this card. Start of damage. If this card attacks it face down, monster destroy that. Okay, that's not good. That's not a bad card. We don't really use. Cupid Dunk. Don't really have a use for that. Molnir. What is this? Equipped to a warrior or fire monster. Gains 300 attack. At the end of the damage step of the equipped monster battle, you can send this card to the graveyard during the battle phase. Each of them can make a second attack. Okay. This card sent to graveyard or banished to activate monster effect. Add this card to your hand. That's not terrible, actually. Assault, counter, and Bio Insect Armor might be our like second, third copy. I don't know. You can check. We have 5 copies. Never mind. Didn't need that. Okay, let's open up some legacy tickets. 3 legacy tickets. The chances of getting something good here, okay, I guess. Didn't get anything good out of that one, but that doesn't mean the next one will have something crazy. Yeah, might get something good here. Destruction Punch, Thunder Kid. I always thought that card looked kind of cool, honestly. Kind of creative, kind of different, kind of interesting. See what we get out of this one. We've got that, and nothing really too crazy here. Okay, let me remember to make these changes. Actually, let me went to the wrong thing. I was supposed to click Edit Deck. Yeah, I'm going to click Edit Deck. So now we're going to take out 1 Iowas, and we're going to take out, honestly, probably Suship. I make him so infrequently. It's between Suship and Gigasaurus. I make both these cards so rarely, it's actually insane. So I'll take that out. Like either one could really go at this point. And then we'll put in 2 cards. We'll put in, where is he? This dude right here. Click related cards. He counts as an Alistair the Invoker, so he can be used for any Alistair the Invoker fusion. We can use him for Caliga, Ragin. We can use him definitely for the invoke this dude right here, because this guy has 29 defense. Can destroy your opponent's card effects. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects, so he's kind of tough to out in certain situations. Can attack while in defense position and uses its attack, which is 1800. It calculates. And then we've got Purgatrio, which Purgatrio gains 200 for every card. Usually use it with Ash Blossom or any of the other various fires that we've got. So we've got this dude, we've got these guys, which is kind of cool. But any fire we can use. We can definitely play that. If we play a Mechaba, obviously that's going to be great, but we don't have one. And then, yeah, this guy's pretty cool. Basically, this guy's a game ender. I can't believe it's only a common. Yeah, if your opponent has a bunch of cards, he gains 200 for every card. He can attack all monsters, and he does piercing. So you can definitely end games in a pinch if you have the right things. I don't know how often I'm going to be going into some of these cards, but I guess they're cool to have. We could bring back like Zoror or stuff like that, but I don't think those cards are going to be particularly too useful for us. Honestly, we could even potentially use another Nidorinu here, because honestly the card's really good, and we use Nidorinu more than we use like this, but for now I guess we keep it. Yeah, in the meantime, so we'll just save that and see how things go. Alright, we just lost a coin flip. Our opponent's playing God knows what, but a chicken game. Then they have 4 sets. In these situations, it's usually best to go Time Thief. If I see a bunch of back row like this, I usually go Time Thief. Time Thief is really good in back row games. Macro Cosmos. We'll see where this is going. We're going to see. I don't even know what they're playing. Macro Cosmos. Ragnarika. Monster. There's a trap monster. Okay, interesting. I don't know what's going on here. Okay. We can use Chicken Game to draw in a moment, but we'll start with Reinforcements of the Army to grab a card. Time Thief is usually amazing in these situations. I can go... It's funny enough, Suship is usually pretty good at these situations. But we did not draw Suship, unfortunately. We'll see what we can do here, though. Honestly, what is really good in this? Buzzsaw Shark. I think it's actually best to probably go Armored Sage here. Yeah, Armored Sage is pretty decent. Macrocosmos is not the end of the world. I think we summon this out first. Either way, we just, yeah, special this out for free. Now we activate the Buzzsaw Shark. Target itself. Oh, I just screwed myself. Can't summon for the rest of the turn from the extra deck, so I can't use instant contact now. Great. Yeah, screwed myself there. That was definitely a mistake. I actually forgot that was on that card. Whatever, doesn't matter. Servicing Big Jaw, summon that out. This effect is negated. Now I guess we just activate this, draw, whatever. We'll save instant contact for later. It's not the end of the world. So add a Chthonic, or whatever. From here, I think we just go Time Thief Redoer. I don't know what they're playing, but Time Thief Redoer, like I said, is usually pretty good against back row decks. We should have 2 Exceed monsters, but it's whatever. It's not that serious. Next turn, we just have Chthonic plus instant contact all over again. It's not like it matters. Just go to battle phase. Yeah, we just go to battle phase, attack with these guys. Yeah, attack. Oh, I forgot he had a monster. Attack this thing, I guess, the Ragnarika. He's going to activate another Ragnarika, dude. Just, I guess, sure. Doesn't matter. Yep. Doesn't matter. We'll still attack over Ragnarika. Yeah, I'm still going to attack over it. I don't know what the... I don't know if this guy's a masochist or not. But usually this card makes a pretty sick Time Thief. I think it's better just to crash these two and get rid of both of them. I think it's usually a pretty good play. That way I don't have to deal with this stuff next turn. I don't want him to have any monsters on board and they're going to get banished. He's going to summon another trap monster. It's 1800 attack. It's going to be Divine. Sure, yeah, I guess. I mean, because like I really don't actually need this Buzzsaw Shark. And I'd rather keep him off monsters. Because I can get more monsters. No problem. Like I have Bestial Baldrake, and I have the Chthana, and I have Instant Contact next. I have plenty of access to monsters. He doesn't. He's going 1 for 1 for all this stuff. All right, main phase 2. Droplets is actually a dead card. Lost Wind is not a dead card, but Droplets is unfortunately a dead card until we can out this Macrocosmos. So we'll just hit the end phase here, but I intend to out it eventually because we do have Time Thief Redoer. And Time Thief Redoer is generally pretty good against these kinds of decks, as long as they don't draw a monster here. They haven't drawn a monster yet. They haven't played a monster yet, so at least that is good. Also, we have access to Chicken Game next turn to keep drawing. Okay, let's start with Time Thief Redoer. Try to grab something useful off the top of his deck. We get a spell card, 1 Day of Peace. I'll take it. Get a free draw. So we'll see what he can do with what he's got here. He's going to activate his Apple. Banish this card from your hand. One random face-up card from your extra deck, and then special summon this card. There's a Link monster. Otherwise, discard this card, draw a card. Sure. So he's going to banish. He's going to draw. Okay, cool. I really don't know what the objective of this deck is yet, but I'm sure we'll figure it out eventually. Going to draw a card off the Chicken Game. End phase. Okay, end phase. Activate Time Thief. I'm going to send just his spell card to the graveyard because there's no point. Oof, Drill Beam. Ah, this is a normal monster. That sucks. I mean, like, what am I supposed to do? I guess we just lose our... we get our Time Thief Drill Beamed. And nothing we can really do here. Damn, that sucks. We lost our Time Thief. It is what it is. Yep. Well, at least the drill beam got banished, so that's good. Okay, cool. We drew Shithana, Bestial Baldrike. Okay, so we'll start with special summoning a Shithana. It's generally the best play. We'll summon that out. Now, I think we activate the chicken game. Do we destroy the chicken game? Can we destroy this guy? Can we win? We can definitely make a rank 4. That's for sure. We can make a rank 4. Graveyard's empty, so... We can make a rank 4, destroy this chicken game, stop all of this advantage that he's getting. We can also make Phoenix pop something if we want to. I don't think there's a point to right now. But we can definitely destroy... Yeah, we can go with the Galaxy Photon, which I think is pretty good. Galaxy Photon is pretty good. Can't be destroyed by card effects. You know, the usual speech. So I think we activate Chicken Game. Pay 1,000. Did we destroy this thing? Because this is giving him advantage. So we'll destroy this Chicken Game. Goodbye, Chicken Game. We'll normal summon our Shithana. Activate Instant Contact. Yeah, pay a stack. Summon the Dolphin. Now we special summon out. I think it's worth the Photon Dragon. This and this. Summon the Photon Dragon out. Unfortunately, Shithana isn't really that great. Honestly. Detach. Doesn't matter who. It's getting banished anyway. Nope. Add Eternal Galaxy to hand. From here, we can just go battle phase, attack. With the, I don't know why I didn't. Also, that was a mistake. I should have obviously made a monk before I attacked. It would have been slightly more damage. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to leave my monster as is. I don't need to change this into a monk, because this is actually more useful in its current state than it is as a monk. Because a monk doesn't actually do anything. It's just 1,000 attack instead of 400, but it doesn't have any of the protection of Shithana, because Macrocosmos is banished. So I'll just leave the Shithana on board in the state that it's in. It's just better this way. That is a very dangerous card to play. That is a very dangerous card to play when you have a Macrocosmos on the board. Actually so dangerous. I still do not know the objective of this man's deck. Like, what is the purpose here? What are we trying to accomplish? Like, what are we doing here? It's like trap monsters, Macrocosmos, Royal Rare Chicken. Like, there's like, what is the purpose of all of this? Where are we going next? I pay another 1,000. Draw a card. Yeah, what is the... He just keeps draw... Is this an Exodia deck? Like, what is going on here? End phase. Okay, sure. Des Koala. This is one of the most interesting decks. Royal Rare Macrocosmos. I was right to keep the Shithana on board in the state that it was in, because now I can use these two to summon Gillosaurus. Gillosaurus, I think if it gets destroyed and goes anywhere, pretty much. This card on the field is destroyed, inflict 1,000, and target a card and destroy it. So that can potentially destroy Macrocosmos if we wanted to. We'll activate Chicken Game, pay 1,000, destroy Chicken Game, and he'll scoop. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know what was going on here. What were we trying to do here? That was some absolute foolishness. I don't know what was going on. Where were we going next with that? What was happening there? What was that person doing? This is the most like the random strategy I've ever seen. I don't know what the objective of this deck is. What is he trying to accomplish? He's got a Heat Wave and some normal monsters. Okay, that sounds like it makes sense. Link Apple to draw. No Link monsters in the extra deck, so you're always going to draw. Link these like trap monsters. Got 2 drill beams. Like, what is the... Oh, there's a bunch of draw power. And some floodgates. And a bunch of trap monsters that are normal. Like, what are we... What's happening here? What are we doing? And then this, like, what's the purpose of this deck? Can somebody tell me what is going on here? All right, we get to open two master packs because we are above Platinum 4. If you don't know why, refer to the beginning of the video. So that should be nice. Hopefully we pull something good. We haven't pulled something crazy a long time. Lyrilusk, Earth Ninja, UFO Light, Timebreaker Magician, Nine-Tailed Fox is pretty good. It's a decent card. If this card's in your hand or graveyard, tribute 2 monsters, special summon it. Free, contribute tokens and stuff like that. This card is special summon, graveyard, and it does piercing. If this card is destroyed by battle, you can special summon 2 tokens. So when the tokens are summoned, you can use those tokens to summon this back. It's not a bad card. Falmonica, Sentinel, and Leela Treat. Honestly, the Nine-Tailed Fox is one of those things that, like, it would have been great, like, the first week we started this challenge. It would have been like a Rockstar card. We would have been talking about it to this day. It would have been like the Vidjam of yesterday. And I'm like, man, Nine-Tailed Fox, I miss playing that card. Like, that's what it would have been, but now it's, like, so late. Obliterate, can't really do anything with that. Hedgeguard, Vice Dragon, we used to use that. Lady of D, prevents targeting dragons for attacks. Okay, if this card is destroyed by battle card effect, send 1 dragon type monster from your hand to the graveyard instead. Not that great. That one we already have. Sometimes used. Infernity, Overflow, and Herald of the Abyss is pretty good. It basically outs anything your opponent has. It is a decent out. You might use this in one of our many going second decks. Unfortunately, it doesn't really work with our Darkhold Dragon deck because it doesn't destroy, but it can basically out anything as long as they have 1 strong monster. Okay, let's open up some legacy tickets. 2 legacy tickets. We only really, I'd be very happy today if we pulled 1 useful card, just 1. Dragon Hunter's okay. Colonel Sea Strings okay. We now have 3 copies of that. It's not a bad card. Fairy Witch and 2 old weird cards. Okay, we just won the coin flip, and the hand's honestly pretty good. Can I get 2? Never mind. I was gonna say to myself, can I get 2? Yeah, never mind. That's just killed everything. Reinforcements to start. We won the coin flip, but honestly, that might be the end of that game. Battling Boxer. We'll probably save this. We almost had 2 rank 4s, but now we're going to end on maybe 1 rank 4. We'll normal summon the Battling Boxer, activate effect, search. This Battling Boxer. Is it worth it? I think it's worth it. Why not? I don't think we have really a choice here. We could just pass on this, but you know how this goes. If you pass on just this, it's not enough, and then we lose. If you don't pass on this, then yeah, you guys know the trouble we've had with Maxi. We really don't have an out to it, so we just kind of have to play into it. And oftentimes we end up giving our opponent a ton of cards, like in this particular case we're watching right now. We don't have an alternative. We could have passed on the Angel Statue and Forbidden Droplets, but against most meta decks these days, it's not enough. It's just not even close to enough. So we're kind of screwed with what we have. Yeah, we pass here. Our opponent starts with 7 cards, which is not easy to deal with in a world full of 1-card starters. We're gonna try with this Mulch Army. Yeah. Again, we really don't have an answer to this stuff. We'll hit him with the Angel Statue. Maybe the Angel Statue will help us. Unless he's got another draw card that we're not ready for. Angel Statue's decent because it's playing Melfi. Oof. That's never fun. Pretty Memory. Yeah, Melfi's never fun. Melfi's a rough deck to play against. Okay, so we're going to summon this. Yep, activate. Summon this dude. They're going to draw another card. Okay, this, I actually think I am going to use the effect of this. And the reason I'm doing this, I'm going to detach this to destroy the Pearly. Yes, it was special summon, but if I destroy it, This will let him special summon another one. Nothing I can really do about this. He's going to be able to special summon yet another card. And again, it's not an inherent summon, so... It's not an inherent summon. I can't stop it. So we're going to negate and destroy that one. Now he's going to use the new Pearly here. There's no point to droplets this. Again, we just kind of save it for the Exceed summon. Again, he hits all Pearly cards, which is insane. Literally 3 Pearly cards. Okay. I mean, his deck is pretty crazy right now. It's like ultra deck thinned. And that was all in the standby phase too. He put all these Pearly cards in the graveyard. Summon a Pearly all in the standby phase. Which I guess is kind of the point of the deck, to play around roll. Activate my friend Pearly, right? Yep, my friend Pearly. Do more revealing, excavating. Your opponent picks randomly, that kind of stuff. Okay, we're going to give him a random card. Unfortunately, this is coming off a card effect, the Pearly. This thing right here is coming off a card effect, which is a little annoying. Yeah, this is coming off a card effect. So if he activates this, I guess I'd have to Forbidden Droplets it because we want him to hard summon. If he hard summons something, then we can negate it. If he activates this effect to summon it, we can't negate it. But we can negate it with Forbidden Droplets. I still don't regret negating and destroying the other dude, the little Pearly. That I do not regret. And that also adds, so I really don't regret doing that. Okay, he's going to go into Relinquish Anima, which is pointing to nothing. So I'm not going to negate it, because it's pointing to nothing. Unless he has a Kaiju. No, we haven't seen yet. He has summoned a monster that points to nothing. That steals nothing, because it's not. There's nothing here. Thank God I accidentally play against this Relinquished Anima. I'm not going to pretend I was like skilled this through. He's going to summon another Pearly. Sure. Discard Nibiru. Man, this guy had an insane hand. Summon another My Friend Pearly. Excavate the top 3. Sure, it's not once per turn. Come on, are you going to whiff this time? Nope, he's not going to whiff. Take the trap card. Okay, that's the one that lets him rank up to the big Pearly. He's going to use these two probably into an SP Little Knight. Yep. I'm probably... This I am going to negate with the Angel statue. Yeah, I'd be dumb not to. So I'm going to activate this. Tribute. Get rid of SP Little Knight unless he's got something crazy. Nope. That was kind of like a necessary thing I had to do. That did count as a monster effect, so he could, in theory, use the effect of Triple Tactics. Sleeping Memory. Damn, this guy's... I can't even say he drew insane because he had Maxi and Fualo. So he had a big ass hand to start. It's reasonable. We're kind of going like card for card here, which is kind of honestly kind of impressive given the circumstances. We're going card for card, and we really shouldn't be. We put the trap card in graveyard. Activate this. Excavate 3. Okay, not once per turn. At this point, I don't even think, because I don't think he's summoning out another one. I think it's pretty decent in droplets because we stop the first effect and we stop the second effect. Yeah, I think it's actually, this would be the time to droplets. So we activate, send Shathana. We droplets now. I think this is the time. Banish, target 3 Pearly, shuffle them into the deck. Irrelevant to anything that we're doing right now. Sure. Gonna put the little kids back in. Sure, why not? I guess now he can reuse them, but I actually don't think that this is like the wrong time to do it because I mean, like, how many, even if he does have another Pearly card, it requires a discard he doesn't have. So Yeah, we negate it. I think it's actually the right play here. And he scoops. Yep. No, that was good. I made all the right plays. He opened really, really well, but it's just a good thing I kind of know Pearly well enough. We've just got no legacy tickets, but we've got some gems and Frog the Jam. This deck's really making a resurgence for the new format, the Genesis format. We'll see how it goes. I mean, the deck's kind of like okay in Genesis format. But it is, like, once they summon the big unaffected by everything this one, it is tough to out, if we're being honest. Okay, let's open up a pair of Master Packs. Very exciting. 2 Master Packs is always great. It's always better than 1, because there's always higher chances that we'll pull something useful. Although, oh, there you go, we have a super. We've got Rising, Sun Slash, Karakuri, Giant Ball Game, I'll take that. We do have some insect decks here and there. Snow is a good card for a Dark World deck. It's actually the best Dark World card. It's the Michael Jordan of Dark Worlds. Searches the entire archetype, and then it can special summon a monster from graveyard, I think, too. Yeah, if your opponent discards it. So it's a good card. Melfi Rabbit, Jurassic Impact, Silent Swordsman, another copy. We did use him a couple of times in our Warrior deck, but honestly, he's not, like, crazy good in the Warrior deck. He's an okay card. This is, again, like a good card, but we don't really have, like, a ton of uses for him. I guess, like, both of these cards are kind of, like, good cards that we really don't have a ton of uses for. Also, what opened this pack? Which one of these two has this? Like, why is the Thunder Dragon pack? Why is who unlocked the Thunder Dragon? Oh, the Silent Monsters. Why do the Silent Monsters open a Thunder Dragon pack? I have no clue. Let's open it up with another Master Pack. We get 2 Master Packs. This one isn't glowing. Was the last one even glowing? I don't remember now. Too late. Get some more Master Packs. Heraldic, Mystic Swordsman level 2, Super All-In, Trickstar, Stare of Mail, Worm Falco, Mystical Beast, Circuit, and Fairy Archer. Not really anything good. And they're repeats. Okay. We just lost a coin flip. The hand is actually pretty decent if we had gone first. Like, pretty decent. Solemn Warning, and then we have, like, a little Solemn Warning light here. Buzzsaw Shark guaranteed rank 4 and Necro Valley. Like, this would have been really good going first, but like, sometimes you're going to lose coin flips. There's nothing that you can really do about it. They're playing Primite. Primite's obviously, but yeah, like, I'm almost sure if we had gone first. This is one of those games we probably would have won if we had gone first. They're playing Primite. Then we'd have to, like, kind of deal with Drill Beam and stuff. I don't know if we would have gone for, like, if we had won. I guess we could have just stopped the normal summon of this with a Solemn Warning. Like, it depends on what he's mixing the deck with. It's Dark Magician Primite. We'll see. Dark Magician Primite's alright. It's not as good as Blue Eyes Primite, but it's still a pretty good deck. It's still pretty good. It's one of the better Primite variants. Because, like, of all of the decks, classic decks that use, doesn't have to be particularly classic decks, but like all the decks that use normal monsters, it's probably one of the better ones. Because it's like Dark Magician, Red Eyes. Then there's, like, the creative stuff like Magic Key and stuff like that. And then there's, like, what I would consider, like, the really creative stuff, which would be like the Fiendsmith Primite and, like, stuff like that. The really, like, outrageously creative stuff. But I think this is Dark Magician's pretty good as far as Primite decks go. Unfortunately, this game is one of those games that it's just going to come down to a coin flip like this. Wow, he just got rid of that. Oh, but he can set it back. Doesn't matter. He got rid of Drill Beam, but he just set it back because he still has Ether Barrel on field. I'm kind of just interested in seeing where this goes. I haven't built Primite Dark Magician, but I know it's actually kind of good. I've watched a few games of it. This is not a totally unwinnable game, and that's kind of why I'm sticking around. Also, I am in Platinum 4. And I don't want to rank down if there's a chance that I might win. One, because I'm taking 2 packs. And honestly, even again, if we're playing against situations where it looks like we're totally against the odds, there are situations where we have still won. This guy's not going to be kind of a moron like last episode that's going to, like, out his own monster. Also, he's about to summon Dragoon, which is not good for us. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Dragoon, can I out Dragoon? Honestly, I really don't have an out to Dragoon other than Forbidden Droplets in the main deck or extra deck. We do have, like, they exist. Like, we have extra deck cards that out Dragoon that we own. But the issue is that they're very tough to summon under Dragoon. And that's kind of the problem. Like, for example, like, we have Borreload and Boral Sword and Crusade Avermax. All three of those out Dragoon. But that's a difficult type. Those are difficult cards to summon while under Dragoon. Because obviously you have to summon 4 monsters through a negate, which is not easy. Okay. How do we out this Dragoon? In our extra deck, we have nothing. As we've established, none of these cards out of Dragoon. Purgatrio gains 200 for every card they control. They only have 2. Not enough. This is not enough. This is not enough. None of this is enough. The extra deck is not our answer. The main deck is not our answer. So, where do we find our answer? I guess we'll start with Gravekeeper's Command. We'll activate this, try to bait some stuff out. Unfortunately, yeah, I think our best bet is... Oh, and he has Drill Beam too, so I'm not gonna lie, this is a rough one. Dragoon is always like really tough to out for us. And this is just it, unless I make... See, the problem is we see Dragoon very infrequently. And when we do see him, it's like, I'm not going to build my entire deck around outing Dragoon, which I can do, but I just, there's no point. Honestly, I really, with this hand, don't see a route out of this. I'm going to go Endymion here. And Endymion, I'm hopefully going to draw... If I use Endymion, I'm hopefully going to be able to draw the... Yeah, I think that's the only route to victory here. We have to use Endymion to draw a card, which is Forbidden Droplets. Like, that's the only way we could possibly win this duel. I just don't see another route to victory here. That's pretty much the only way we can possibly win. Yeah, we go with this, the Artemis. Activate Artemis. Search. Get a card out of our deck. If we see Forbidden Droplets, we have a chance here. If we don't, it's been a good game. It's been a good game. And again, it's one of those... It was a toss-up. The second they flipped that coin and it landed on tails instead of heads, we lost this duel. Maybe. He's going to negate the Artemis, which is not good for me. Discarding Dark Magician. Okay. Actually, can I win from here? I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't think I can from here. I don't have a route to victory whatsoever. None of these cards do anything. Dragoon can't be destroyed. The only out that we technically also had was Time Thief using the Angel. But I would have to wait till my turn, then make it, then activate it, and do all of that through negates. I don't think we're doing all that, unfortunately. Okay, this time we won the coin flip. Let's see what we can do here. This hand is not quite as good as the last hand, but it is still good. It's still good. We'll start with Shithana, just in case like they affect Veiler or negate this Uppercutter. So we'll, yep, summon that, activate, add the Spar, special summon Spar. Now the question here is, do we turn this into a monk? I think we turn this into a monk. Yeah, I think we go with this first, and then we just turn that into a monk. We also could just leave a defense position, Shithana, but I don't think that's really helpful. I think the monk is just more versatile. That way we can like crash monk and like do stuff like that. Yeah, so we do this, turn this into a monk. Yeah, activate the effect of Photon. Detach. Grab Eternal Galaxy. We have Eternal Galaxy Warning. That's not too bad. Eternal Galaxy Warning. Chaining on. Bestial Magnemite. It's actually not bad. We have a couple of interruptions. Some weird ones, but interruptions nevertheless. Start right off the bat with an Eternal Galaxy. Turn up the temperature here. Change that up. He's got a huge deck. I don't know what is really in here, but it's got a huge deck. I forgot too, we pulled the other Photon too, the 4500 attack one. We could technically use that, but summoning a monster off of Eternal Galaxy is a little bit slow. It's another one of those situations where it's like we're never going to be summoning Eternal Galaxy. We're not going to be using Eternal Galaxy on like turn 5. Like we use it on turn 1. He's also playing Galaxy Eyes deck. Okay, so we'll see what we can do here. We'll see what we can do. I'll save this for an Exceed summon for sure, for sure. And then we'll see what we can. Fiendish Chain, I'll find something. If he summons, Fiendish Chain is good against, quite ironically, it's good against Photon Dragon. So if I see Photon Dragon, or if I see one of the main like Link monsters or Exceed monsters, I'll probably use Photon Dragon. And then also Bestial Magnum. It's a great pull. A great pull off the top of the deck. I don't know why he summoned Galaxy Summoner, because this card is not relevant in any way. He's going to use Melody to search two Galaxy Photon Dragons. I don't know. Cool, sure. Sure thing, buddy. Dimension Slice. Okay. Okay. He's going to add two new Galaxy Eyes, Tachyon, and Afterglow. He's going to set a card face down. Activate the special summon 2 tokens. Honestly, I can negate this, but like, does this really matter? I don't think so. It's fine. Because if he... Yeah, I think it's fine. I don't really care. He can summon 2 tokens, and then... Like, and then what? Then he's going to go into the Link monster. Okay. He doesn't have anything in graveyard to summon off the Link monster, so... Sure. Sure thing. Okay, he's going to use the regular monster to summon the Galaxy Solar Flare dude. I'm not going to negate this summon. This is fine. I'm just, again, I just have Fiendish Chain. I don't really care. He's going to Link summon target and graveyard to add back that guy. I don't, honestly, I'll Magnamut it. Just because it's free anyway, I'll just Bestial Magnamut it and get rid of it. And I'll summon my Bestial Magnamut out. Then I'll be able to search Baldrake, follow up, cool. I think it's just the right play. It's just the right play. It's free. And I still reserve my negates for future things. Technically, I think later we could have used the Bestial Magnum for better things like Afterglow and stuff like that. But we're so up in card advantage right now. And we still have 3 negates, right? We have this is still live. This is still live. This is still live. I'd rather do this. I'd rather leave all of my other negates live than do that. Just gonna activate Afterglow. I could destroy Afterglow in hand. But what does Afterglow really accomplish? Just a level 8. Yeah, we're good. I want him to summon Afterglow. And then when he summons something off of... He makes a rank 8, then we activate Solemn Warning. Until then, we really don't need to. He's going to end phase. Cool. Cool. End phase. Let's search out Bestial Magnamut. Sure. Let me Baldrake for free. Yep. I think this is... And this is why we have Monk. Monk is great for crashing. Would have been great last duel. Unfortunately, we did not get that, but it is what it is. Okay, we're flipping this to attack. Okay, we're going to go to battle phase. Right off the bat, we go attack into Solar Flare. For sure. We attack into this. And this will... Yep, this will let us crash. Activating Graveyard. Our Shithana. Yep, summon this back for free. Nope, don't want to do that. Yep, destroy a card. We want to destroy this for sure because it has way too much attack and defense. We have no way to deal with it. Activate Bestial Baldrake. Banish the Afterglow. So we don't have to deal with that later because I don't want to have to deal with an Afterglow. Photon Change. Which effect is he using here? Send. To do what? Special Summon? Oh, if it special summons, Send this card to the graveyard. Yeah, I mean, I have Solemn Warning. Whatever he's trying to do, I have Solemn Warning. And this is why I save Solemn Warning. Special summon 1 Photon monster from the deck with different than they were selected monster. Yeah, I'm not dealing with that. We're going to Solemn Warning that for sure. So we get to out his monster and we get the Solemn Warning. And that might be game right now. No, it's 7,500 damage once we out this token. So we'll Baldrake, banish that, summon Baldrake. A Baldrake in itself is another interruption in a moment here. So we'll attack over this. Yep. So we'll attack over this, get rid of that. Attack directly with 3 monsters. Like I said, this is another interruption here. So we'll attack with these 3. Main phase 2. Droplets. Hit the end phase. We've got droplets. We have 3 interruptions. Actually 4, because Bestial Baldrake is technically an interruption too. If they summon something, we can target it and banish it. So we're at one of the stage in the game where we have more interruptions than he has cards. It just has to come up appropriately. And he only has 500 life points. So we really put him in quite a... We put him in a corner here. We put him in a corner for sure. Put him in a bad corner right now. Because although some of our interruptions are a bit obscure, like if he has Harpy's Feather Duster and a Raigeki and a 1-card combo, he can get out of this. But it's yet to be seen. Actually, technically he can, because the Galaxy Photon Lord, he doesn't even have any of that. Activate Monster Reborn. Let's see what he targets. He's got the Solar Flare Dragon. That guy's not really a concern. I guess our graveyard doesn't have anything crazy either. Yeah, this isn't a concern. Obviously, I don't really care. I can negate the effects of this card. This is not a huge concern for us. As a matter of fact, if we wanted to, we could banish this. This card doesn't have any relevant effect during your opponent's main phase. Target, discard 1 Photon card, or target 1 special monster your opponent destroy it. I mean, technically I could just banish this, but he's not really a threat right now. And I have 2 outs to him, so there's just no point. Battle phase. Yeah, he's just attacking. This guy's not a threat in any way. And if he attacks with this, that's the end of the game. Yep, there it goes. That's the end of the game. I don't really know what he was really trying to accomplish with some of those plays. I don't think he's like a Photon Galaxy veteran. He might have just picked up the deck recently. 1 legacy ticket. Okay, all day today we've only lost 1 game. I don't know what point we started. I think we started here, but we only lost 1 game the entire day against a deck. Honestly, if we had won that coin flip, we probably would have won. This is another one of those guys. He's playing one of every single copy, like one of basically every Galaxy and Photon monster. He's even playing like Galaxy Tyranno and War Drake and like some of the cards that really aren't that great. 3 Emperors is a little much, but like Tyranno shouldn't really be played. Brave is iffy, like 50-50. I see him played sometimes and then not other times. Then he's got like Galactic Charity and some of the really obscure ones. Okay, let's open up 2 master packs to round it out here to end the episode. We've got, oh cool, it's a glowing pack. We've had glowing packs all episodes. Did we pull a UR this episode? I don't think we pulled 1 UR. We pulled super rares, but no URs. Centurion, okay, can't use that. This is a Vision Hero card, right? No, it's not. It's generic. Okay, target 1 face-up monster in any spawn trap card zone to be one of these effects. Special summon it to its owner's field. Return to the hand. Destroy it. Then destroy 1 monster on the field with equal or lower level. Interesting. Can't really use that. Vylon. We've got Ancient Warriors. Is this the good one? If your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Good. Your opponent cannot target Ancient Warrior monsters with card effects. Cool. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, target 1 card your opponent can destroy. Yes. 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 This is actually a good pull. Wow. Okay, this is actually a good pull. We finally pulled this card. This is basically like a Pinkatrops, but worse, but lower rare, which is kind of cool. This is a good card. This is legitimately a good card. It's a free level 7 summon, going second. It's very good. It just gets thrown into a bunch of our pile decks. It's just a big free summon. It's an awesome, awesome card. 2500 attack, level 7. and it pops a card. Like, just overall, just a very good card. Probably it's the best card we've pulled all day. Fossil Dragon, Factory of 100 Machines, Karakuri, and the super rare is Neo Flamebell Hedgehog. Do I even need to read this? This card is destroyed by battle. Target one monster in your opponent's graveyard. Banish it. Not really that great. If this card on the field is destroyed by a card effect, target one monster 200 defense your graveyard. Add it to your hand. That shouldn't be a super. That should not be a super. That shouldn't be a common. That shouldn't even be in the game. That card is. Sometimes they print things that are just. Okay, fine. I get it. It's old. Don't make that a super. Come on now. Vice Dragon. Galaxy Expedition against the Galaxy Monster. Can we use this in some way? If you control level 5? No, we can't, because we don't control level 5. Curse of Dragon. This card's decent, actually, but just in its own archetype. Not for us. Vampire Duke. This card always looked cool. Target one Dark Vampire in graveyard special summon. Yeah, we don't really have the cards to use this, but it looks cool. A bunch of Beast Bodies. Mini Boral Dragon. Diva. High Five the Sky. Nothing really useful there out of that batch. But we did just get a kind of a cool card. We got the Ancient Warrior card, which is really awesome. This is the best pull we've had literally all day. That's all day and like a very long time too. Very good card. Rude Kaiser, Kaiba's old card. And Rock Spirit. No good out of the legacy tickets today. Everything out of the legacy tickets was very, very bad. La, 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 la.